Hello, my name is George Milken, and today I'm going to be talking to you about a topic that has truly changed my life, and something that many of men are going through today, yet they don't know that they're going through it to begin with. You see, at the age of 19, I was in the worst stage of my life. I had no energy levels whatsoever. My libido, yeah, that thing was not existent. I couldn't get my thing up to save my life, to put it bluntly to you. And that's exactly when I decided to go and get my blood test in order to check my hormone levels. And that's when it came in. My testosterone was at a dangerously low 102 nanograms per deciliter. And when we compare that to the average ranges for males my age at the time, it can go anywhere from 450 nanograms per deciliter all the way up to 1,000 nanograms per deciliter. And that's exactly when my doctor decided to put me on to testosterone replacement therapy, which is the act of injecting testosterone into your body in order to combat those symptoms and get your testosterone back into those healthy ranges. Now, I talked to this about you today because many men go through those same symptoms that I went through, yet they won't even know that they're symptoms to begin with, and they won't know there's something to be diagnosed. And a study by JAMA in 2017 actually highlighted that fact, that 20 to 40% of men aged 20 to 45 suffered from low testosterone. Yet the likelihood of those men getting tested was actually was seemingly non-existent. So a lot of these men will suffer from these symptoms, yet they won't know there's an issue at stake. And that's a huge issue because that is not the reality of the situation. There is a solution out there. There is something you can do in order to combat. And as someone who has lived the symptoms of low energy and now living with this high energy and high libido, I can tell you the difference is astronomical. And now the main question you're going to ask me is, how have we never heard about this, and why is there not enough awareness about the topic? The simple answer to your question is misconceptions. You see, there are many misconceptions surrounding TRT, and many of them are from increased risks of cardiovascular diseases to increased risk of developing prostate cancer. Well, actually, studies showed otherwise. The Journal of the American Heart Association of 2018 actually showed there is no increased risk of developing cardiovascular diseases when TRT is administered properly. And the European Urology Study in 2017 also showed there's no links between taking TRT and developing prostate cancer. Actually, on the other hand, it actually showed that taking TRT could actually lower the risks of you developing cardiovascular diseases. Also, the JAMA 2020 psychiatry also showed through meta-analysis that TRT lowered the rates of depression in men when taken. So, naming all of these benefits of TRT and weighing them out with the side effects, those benefits massively outweigh the side effects. And one of the main reasons also that TRT isn't pushed enough is this stigma around it, because the fact that the action of you injecting an exogenous hormone into your body, it's like you're taking an easy way out, when in reality that's not the case. You're seemingly relying on an exogenous substance in order to be living a better life, in order to have better mental health. So would you rather not rely on this exogenous substance and live a seemingly worse life with no energy and not experience life with very, very good libido? That is the case for many men. And the main solution to this, that I believe men should be more aware that those feelings that they're having of sluggishness and non-existent sex drive are actually symptoms. They're something that should be diagnosed. And the medical field should make it more aware that men should get their testosterone checked way more often than they do. And on the other hand, there shouldn't be this stigma around injecting an exogenous hormone into your body if that exogenous hormone is administered properly and it leads to benefits in getting you out of that state, of those negative states that you're in, especially mentally. Finally, doctors themselves should read those new studies and stop going on with those misconceptions. Especially, this is more geared towards doctors within third world countries. First world country doctors are starting to make massive strides in administering TRT to their patients. Although it's not enough, there's still massive jumps that should be made. Finally, I'm here today to talk to you about this issue, not because I'm trying to show you, like, look where I was, look where I am today. Not at all. I'm talking to you out of a place of concern because many men live in the shoes that I once lived in. Yet they don't know there's a way to get out of those shoes. And the results are life-changing. So being much more aware of your hormone levels, being much more aware of there being treatment out there, is only going to serve for the benefit of society, especially for men. And to end off, there shouldn't be the stigma around using exogenous hormones or relying on outside substances if those substances lead to a positive outcome at the end of the day. And to end off, I hope that this message reaches a lot of you men, because I know a lot of men, we don't like to talk about those issues that we have, and we feel kind of shame when we speak about, like, we're feeling all those symptoms. But there is no shame in feeling those symptoms. And there is no shame against taking action. And I promise you, the results on the other side are worth it. Thank you.